Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. In the latest promo for Yum and the Restless, the mystery surrounding Alan's behavior kicks into overdrive as he and Ashley are back in Genoa City this week. Plus, Victor is once again going after Kyle. Last week, Jack made it clear that should Victor continue trying to come between Kyle and Claire, he'd have to answer to him. It seems Victor is unhappy that Claire and Kyle don't see it his way and that they should stop seeing one another. Now Victor's turning to someone else for help. Next week, Victor asks Audra, "Have you ever considered getting even with Kyle Abbott?" Audra replies, "Let's say I do want to get even. What do I get for that?" Ashley is back in town and is about to pay a visit to the past. Specifically, she's about to relive a time in particular that she'd probably rather forget. Jack asks his sister, "Do you think it is at all possible that it was Martin who survived that fall in Paris?" Finally, as Tracy swigs a drink in the suite she and Alan are sharing at the club, Alan walks in through the door with his bag and a smile. It seems he has no idea the Abbotts don't know if he's Martin or Alan, and we're guessing Tracy is going to demand answers from him, now that he's home. The wind was different in Ashbridge that morning, thicker, charged, like the air before a thunderstorm. It was the kind of day that made trees whisper secrets and shadows stretch a little too long. Ashley felt at the moment their boots crunched onto the gravel path leading to the house. She turned to the man beside her, tall, dark coat, silent, and asked, "You sure about this?" He nodded, eyes fixed on the faded white porch ahead, but he didn't speak. He never did, not much. They hadn't been back since the fire. Not really. Not since the day the house had burned to its bones, taking with it their memories, their parents' whispers, and, maybe, Alan. Ashley had mourned her twin in private. There was no body, just smoke, just a name whispered over and over by people in town who didn't quite meet her eyes anymore. "I know this place," the man beside her said finally, voice rough like gravel and water. "But not like a memory, more like a dream I had too many times." The wind swirled again, pushing the front door open with a long creak. The inside was worse than she'd expected. Charred walls, vines slipping through cracks, floorboards warped by time and weather. "Do you remember the attic?" she asked. "Where we'd hide from Mom when she got weird." But he frowned. "I don't know how I remember. I just know." They climbed the stairs, each step a protest. In the attic, everything was dust and memories. The blue trunk sat in the corner like a forgotten secret. Inside, faded drawings, a plastic sheriff's badge, a half-melted candle, and an old photograph. Two kids, one smiling, one scowling, both with the same storm-colored eyes. The room felt colder, the shadows longer. The wind hissed through the broken window like a warning. They stared at each other, silence loud enough to make the beams groan. He shook his head. "I had dreams, Ash. All these years, I thought they were dreams. This house, that blue trunk, you. But I also had memories of a city, of a job, a name on a driver's license. Martin Kent." Ashley was shaking now. "We buried an empty coffin. They told me there was no way anyone could survive the fire. They said Alan must have run off, or I was in the fire," he said. "I remember heat, then light, and then I was somewhere else." He touched the photograph again. "There was a woman. Said I had been given a second chance. That I couldn't go back. That my life would start over. Clean." He shook his head. "No, not like that. I still had my body. Just no name. No past. They called me Martin. I believed it. Until 2 months ago. You were on TV, just in the background. A news clip, maybe. But I knew you. I saw your eyes and everything came rushing back like a flood. I couldn't breathe. Or maybe," she whispered, "you finally found yourself." Downstairs, something creaked that wasn't wind. They both froze. He stood first, quietly crossing to the attic stairs. Ashley followed. A shadow moved below. "I thought this place was abandoned," she whispered. "It is," he said. Then a voice, soft, female, familiar in a way that made Ashley's stomach twist. "I told you not to come back." The woman was tall, dressed in gray, with eyes like coal, and a voice like velvet worn thin. "You, Alan, or Martin?" breathed. Ashley didn't recognize her. "I told you." The woman said, "The life you had was gone. You were not supposed to return." He stepped forward. "You said I'd forget." "You were meant to." Ashley stared between them. "Who are you?" The woman ignored her. "Memories are fragile things, Alan, or Martin, or whatever you wish to be now. But once broken, they cannot be restored without consequence." "I want remembered," he said. "I need to." The woman's expression softened. "Even if remembering means losing everything again." He didn't answer. Ashley did. "He has a right to know who he is." "Maybe," the woman said, turning to her. "But you have a right to bring him back." The question hung there like mist. Then Martin, Alan, spoke. "I choose to stay. With her." The woman sighed. "Very well." She stepped back. And then, she was gone. Not walked away, not vanished, simply no longer there. Ashley and Alan stood in silence. Then she laughed. It bubbled out, strange and raw. "Okay. So you're back. Or maybe you never left. Or maybe you're a weird magical clone of my dead twin who had his brain rewritten by a memory witch." Alan grinned. "You always did say I had a flair for the dramatic." Ashley threw an arm round his shoulder. "Come on. Let's get out of this house before something else decides to appear." They walked out together into the cold sunlight, down the gravel path, toward a future neither of them could fully name.